something. But I don't mind this at all. I'm gonna enjoy just chilling for a little bit. Since we've got not next week, but the following week is Thanksgiving. I'm leaving on Thursday this week to go visit family, and then I'll be gone that whole next week. Whenever Leagues comes out at I'll be down with the family, so I'll just be doing like laptop content, if anything, trying to do some AFK stuff. It's mostly, I would imagine, that's, for me, I'm trying to set up so like I can just do the mixology while I'm visiting with family, because just burning through the paste takes for fucking ever as well. Getting it takes forever, using it takes forever, like, just grind it out. So time-wise, it all kind of lined up pretty well. I'm very glad we were able to get through Huey before Thanksgiving, so I could start the farming arc and the paste farming and all that. If Huey went into this upcoming week, I would have been skipping Hunter Rumors, but I figured I can do Hunter Rumors and Irby instead of farming the green and red paste with seeds. And while I'm doing Hunter Rumors, I'm gonna just keep hunting my evil chicken. I can't believe you're sub 100. Oh, dude, you have a lot of elite and masters, though, right? I think you've got, like, multiple hundreds more than I do. You're like 500 elites or something, right? Oh, you're 400 elites. Okay, I didn't really think you were that far. I thought you were a lot further. Oh, you have 266 masters. I think that's like 100 more masters than me. Yeah, you're pretty fucking deep into that one. What do we got here? Beginners, easy. Yeah, I mean, 475, 4745 overall. Oh, wait, what the fuck? How do I have 700 more clues? That can't be right. Well, it's probably just because of easies or something, isn't it? Oh, no, it's mediums. I did 1200 mediums. Dagonoth's OP. That's the perks of doing next pre-Toa, was I spent all my time at Dagonoth's for Snapdragons and Toadflax seeds. And I picked up a metric fuck ton of clues along the way. Easily over 100,000 Dagonoth kills on the account. So, about 1,000 of the mediums are probably from Dagonoths, to be completely fair. I think I've caught more Crystal Implings than I have Eclectics. I don't, mediums are all passive, more or less. Oh, Scurious here lately has been a fun one for... You get one medium clue an hour AFKing Scurious with Guthans, because I'm about 25 kills an hour over there. Once in a while I'll die, like, maybe like every 2 or 3 hours I'll get unlucky and Guthans won't heal and Scurious will pop off with the fucking falling rocks, but all in all, it's not bad at all. Usually get like 150 to 200. That's your burn GP, boss. Ah, you're not a Guthans gang, I see. Yeah, Guthans stays winning, man. Guthans stays winning. Unlucky. Bad RNG. Legit. I had full DH, and then I went to a PvP world with full DH, and I did not win my fight. But goddamn it, I got the use out of it before I got rid of it. I fucked him up. I got my DDS specs in there, pew-pewed him, fucking axed his ass out. But he venged, and he venged hard, and he won. So fair play, fair play. It was a grand old time. It was a grand old time. And then it took me 1800 KC to get my goddamn last piece of Guthans. That's how dedicated I was to finishing that set specifically. Because I know how I play the game. So I'm very excited to see the potential that the Guthans gang has with even bigger buffs to it. It's gonna be great. Sure, I'm not gonna be the most accurate thing in the world, that's fine. That is its only limiting factor. You can hit me a 40, but if I hit you a 40, then I am just instantly back to full. And oh, what's that? I have a 50% chance every single time I land a hit to heal? Yep, we'll take that. Just take what my average hit is and cut that in half. That's how much we're healing every single attack. Easy game. So then it's just going to become finding bosses that DPS less than what we heal and becomes a 100% AFK content. And since I'm taking Varlamore and minigame points are boosted, we can make some prayer enhances and goading pots as well for the league. So anything we do can be AFK, even if it normally isn't. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a grand old time. I am excited for that. I saw the teleport things that they have offered. I am probably going with the stash unit one just because it sounds cool. And there's always a ton of stuff locked with clues, so being able to piss through clues like it's absolutely nothing sounds really cool, especially towards the later part of the game. Once you burn out on a little bit of PVMing, you can just go send, because clues were always stackable in the leagues too, right? So you're gonna stack up like 600 elites and then you just spam that shit. Any clues you pick up, yeah, that'll be great. Also, oh my god, I didn't think about it. Dude, you're guaranteed clues. Because you get them from skilling, right? So if you just AFK Carom wand fishing all fucking night, how many clues are you going to have in the bank after a 6-hour session of fishing, you know? Clues are 0 time, so if you can then have, I mean, the amount of time spent per clue cut down by like 90%, holy shit. I might get some third age this league, actually. That would be cool. I don't even think I did any of the, like, gilded or any of that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had like 600 clues in the bank last league that I just decided no, because I didn't want to spend the time to do them. Because sure, it's minimum amount of steps, but if you still have to spend 5 fucking minutes running to the step, then defeats the purpose. But you can cut that down to opening the clue scroll. Yeah, that's fine. I can click a clue scroll. I can read what step it might be. But this will be the second time I've played leagues, because I played last year a little bit. Prior to last year, I didn't play because I was always focused main game. Like, why would I want to do temporary gains when I could be in main game making permanent gains? And that's why I flipped to the Switch, and now Leagues is not temporary gains, guys. Leagues is permanent gains, in fact, because POH. Look, this number will, in fact, without a doubt, go up after Leagues. We're at 86 out of 111. Look, that's going to go up. If I buy the 3 sets, that's 6 slots filled. So then we'll be at 92 out of 111. It's exciting. It's exciting. And then 2025 is inevitably the Castle Wars year. Because number go up. I don't care about XP. I care about the POH, personally. Like, everyone focuses on their thing. Like, fucking... What's his name? Guardy is working on 200 mil fletching. Spends all of his GP on it. There's people who work on 200 mil herb lore. You can hit them with a but why. Almost everyone's answer to but why is number go up. And it's something to work towards. So, number go up and something to work towards. What is he spending his money on now? And it's also not completable, right? Because of the POH storage, there's these chests. Theoretically, I mean, I'm 1 slot away from finishing the medium, which is super fun. I'm very happy with that. We could finish out the easy tier as well. We're almost there. And beginners, obviously, you can fill that entirely, but as soon as you get into hard elite master, getting all 3rd age items would be... That's a thing. And it would be a motivator, right? Like, it's still something to work towards, even if I green logged the normal stuff. Well, that's fine. We're tied on easy and hard. Ooh. Spicy. I am... See, that's another one. I love the unlocks. So, I was very happy to hear... for the Phoenix pet, that you can now unlock it. So, because it's an unlockable transmog, that's just like Toa, Chambers, Tob, where now I have to get the pet transmog, guys. So, there's 5 available transmogs for the Phoenix. That means we need 250 of each Firelighter. So, I think that's going to be a fun little grind at some point, is just stacking up as many clues as we can to see if we can unlock a transmog for the Phoenix. Random side quests like that, you know? It's the shit we live for. Grand old time. Yeah, see, I wouldn't imagine it's that. Like, in my mind, I was thinking, like, a stack 1,000... Well, stack 1,000 clues, right? I've got 5,500 overall, and... I mean, that's almost 6 full. Well, 5. So about 1,100 total clues would be 250 of each, in theory. But that's all clue tiers, so I'm sure hard clues would be a little bit less. I don't know if this was faster, but we're going to find out. Ooh, it actually... I'm going to say it was. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but I'm going to say it was. Yep, see, there's the purple dots. Singular. Rolling in. I've been working on this just this year. I started bird hunting in January this year. I started with, I think it was 7 bird eggs prior to attempting forestry CC. That number's gone up a little bit. I fucking hate this location though. These are the tankiest Ents and nobody trims them. Everyone's AFK. As a giant mass of people just moves over and starts trimming them. Still too tanky that we only have one of them down. Time to go with only one of them down. Yikes. We're about to go from 1 out of 5 to 4 out of 5, right? Surely. Surely? Surely? Come on. Trim it up! For fuck's sake. Don't do it! Dick move. We don't care. We don't care. It's basically 5 out of 5 if I got the egg. You love rolling the 60% chance. Alright, let's just finish the outfit right now so I can get off of World 444 finally. That is the main reason I want to finish the outfit. It's just so I can do content on other worlds now and not feel like I need to sit here. 2436. Damn. That is some gold fashion you have there. I am jealous of anyone who gets the gilded pickaxe or axe because that is very nice to have in the house. I have purchased and alked many a rune pickaxe because I'm too lazy to go to get my dragon one. And same for the rune axe. It'd just be nice to have in the house. Dude, or pulling one of the third age axe or pickaxes. Woo. Pretty dry on mega rolls. I mean, you did pull a third age bow, so I would say, yeah, it's pretty worth it. Pretty worth it. Do 4 gilded. I don't even know how many gilded I'm on now. Overall, I have a Hasta, a med helm, and a plate skirt. And then the mage hat. All of these came from hard clues, all 4 of them. Haven't had anything from them. I did get these from Elites though, which is pretty fucking nice. I was so hyped for the Ring of Nature to be able to send fucking Sarachnis anytime I wanted. And then Arania boots. And it's like, oh. Alright, well. I guess it's at least still cool. Yeah, if I no mega rares there. But we are almost 1400 on the hard clues. That's why I could probably sit at Jellies for like, what, 2 weeks or some shit to get like 500 hard clues, probably. And then that would turn into like 20 masters. Actually, that would be neat. Stack up enough hard clues to have like 50 masters. I should probably do all of that after like an Arma helm, so I'm not dropping. I don't know what my percentage completion rate is currently without an Arma helm, but I think it's like 98% or something. It's like, it's very low. It's that much. Is it because... Why would it have dropped that much? Because I have a triple step master, so that guarantees I can do every triple step. So the only one is the one fallow step. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've looked at that. I thought it was a lot. I thought it was like 2% for one fallow item. Back when I looked at it, keeping an ancient staff for a triple step was better than an Arma helm for a fallow. But yeah, I mean it's like a 1 in 20 master clues that it's useful. So you'd really just have to boil it down to how often are you getting 20 masters, or how quick are you burning through 20 masters for it to be worth the hold. The chugging barrel is definitely a lot more useful than the Arma helm, I would say. I think you made the right choice there, sir. Oh yeah, you were... How many masters am I at now? I don't think I'm even close. Yeah, dude, you're at over 100 additional masters? Goddamn. That's wild. Yeah, exactly. So if you like the nerds, it's almost embarrassing, but I did an analysis of my slots to see where I'm using stuff and my use cases for things. It was mostly for the weapons because I have so many weapons. And things can eventually be condensed down, but it's just absurd. Like, I have 9 melee weapons, 5 range weapons, and 3 mage weapons currently. Yeah, so it really just depends on where things would end off is, like, your biggest thing. In the end, it would probably come down to having a scythe, an Inquisitor's mace, and a Void Waker. The Lance, the Soul Reaper axe, and the Nally would all be on the chopping block. And a Fang is an asterisk item because the Fang and Void Waker are literally always used together. Like, I was trying to think of all the use cases of where you use a Fang and where you use Void Waker specs, and they're always paired together for the most part. Like, there's very few scenarios where they don't go together. So you could just Toa a Fang and leave it in the chest until you decide to do those pieces of content, which are Nex, Corp, and Toa. So, theoretically, like, could just not... And Corp is a whole thing. Toa is its own thing. And Nex, I'm done, unless if I want to go and green log the hilt, which maybe one day, but at this current point in time, no. So I'm kind of thinking of going to Toa to get a Fang and drop mine. At least until I get a Void Waker and then decide to do the other content. Outside of that, though, looking at Soul Reaper, it's a slash and crush weapon. It is very good, but its use case is only when it's a 1x1. So, like, I'm using a scythe on everything else for both crush and slash if it's a large NPC. And you go through the boss list, there's no boss where I am using Soul Reaper over Scythe. You can, just to save money on the Scythe, but I do not care. I can just go do more Tob, and we have plenty of money, so it's not that deep. So the Soul Reaper would actually be replaced by the Mace. Ah, no egg. The Lance, I can probably just drop it because I just finished the the one thing that I was planning on with the lance. I guess I could go do chambers with it, but similarly, the problem of bringing the lance to chambers is that I also would still need to bring either a scythe or a fang. And if I've got to bring two weapons, I'd rather just bring scythe. But that's just me. And Nally, yeah. I'm cope keeping Noxious Hallie for Greenlog racks more so. I know I have options. I don't need to do that. So I could that close on this chopping block. But it's also my stab weapon currently. So there's a lot of different things that would be in the way. Yeah, see, I was looking at that too, Shen, and it's like I know it would help out a lot for the Addy Dragons and Rune Dragons, but Fang is a thing, so because Fang is ultimately a keep no matter what, it becomes the use cases outside of that fringe case of hitting a third age rarity item twice, specific third age item twice. I hope, I really do. I would love to drop my lance and then immediately get a dragon plate body kit or a kite kit and be like, damn, man, this sucks. I have to go get another lance. I think I'd just rather get another lance, similarly to the Arma Helm predicament, right? Where I'd be dedicating one inventory slot for years for a possibility of something happening when you could just react to it. And also, you have to compare how does a lance stack up time-wise versus the item that you do have, which is a fang. If you're looking at a fang as a long-term keep. But yeah, that's my other thing is I have finished all dragon content. I say all, Vorkath is still on there, but I don't enjoy Vorkath is the thing, so I'm not keeping it for Vorkath. I don't plan on going back to Vorkath for a long time, so yeah. And that's the thing. I did finish Wyverns. I finished KBD. I did as much stuff as I could with the DFS from Mithril Dragons. So that... The only use cases, me personally, is potentially Chambers, and it was Huey, but greenlogged Huey now, so... If I went back at some point, I could just use, like, another weapon for P1. It's not that deep. And then use Scythe the rest of it, since I wasn't lancing the entire time. These are the things I think, but again, and how it actually plays out, I don't know. I like to like talk out loud, talk through the logic that I have. Sometimes my logic is entirely flawed, so we definitely appreciate any of the input like that of saying where they are potentially used, because there's so much in the game. Like trying to think through every potential use case for something is very hard to start doing the weight. What I boiled things down to long term is this. This would be the end gear list on the account, which we are pretty damn close to. Mace and Voidwaker are the big one. The Voidwaker would just be because I'm thinking of Voidwaker Fang Corp instead of Nally Corp. And even if I wanted to still spec down Corp, I could still use a Fang. so it wouldn't be the end of the world to drop the Nally. Yeah, we love a Dins. Dins is my... Here, let me see. We have spec weapons. Dragon Warhammer is my defense draining weapon. We have SGS for HP and prayer. And then we have DPS weapons. If I'm ever in multi and I'm looking for a DPS weapon, it's Dins. Dins is generally paired with Venator Bow, and there's a lot of Venator Bow content. Sometimes, like if I'm trying to AFK harder, I will use SGS specs instead of Dins specs whenever I'm Venatoring. But I try to Dins anytime I use a Venator because the drops on a Dins spec are kind of dumb. When you look at like the predicted hit, sometimes like you look at the NPCs that you're fighting. So my most recent, well, pretty common use case is whenever I'm at the Czars. So if I'm killing Czars, Din specs are hitting like 100 to 150 HP overall. In a multi-area, of course. It's not specific to one monster, but if you look at it, 150 damage is literally the HP bar of one of those monsters. So there's that of, yeah, every spec is one tapping the monster. And then you go over to like jellies for hard clues stacking, and a Din spec hits 200. You just slaughtered 2 jellies in 5 ticks.